our struggles is on the deliverability. Also, we are not getting enough responses.
Make sure that the deliverability it will not less than 90, more than that always. But the most important part is the potential lead. You need to target or you need to hit the right audience. It's the most challenging part. I'll check out everything like DNS, DCAM, GMARC, SPF, domain health, everything. I will monitor those regularly, and so you don't need to worry about that.
So hi.
Yeah.
So thanks for your time. I appreciate your time today.
Please
Okay.
tell me something
So
about your
my first
business,
question
please.
is how long have you been doing this?
Okay, okay. I'm doing this for
Okay, okay.
last 5 years.
Um 5 years already.
Yeah.
All right, all right. And have you worked with Instantly, Apollo, and G Suite?
Yes, I'm working right now. So
What platforms were
uh, for email marketing tool as email marketing, instantly, smart lead, list. I'm familiar with those, and instantly is right now the most trending one, and I'm using it constantly. And for scraping, I am using Apollo, D7 lead finder, Zoom info sometimes, but it's it's a bit of expensive side. So most of my clients they prefer Apollo, D7 lead finder. They are quite good also, and then I'm also familiar with the
maybe
CRM like HubSpot, Go High Level. Yeah, yeah. Please go on.
yes, okay. How long have you been using Instantly and Apollo?
Instantly and Apollo last 2 years. I'm using that.
Okay, okay, okay. So since you are an expert in these platforms,
Yeah.
would you be able to teach our team on the best practices for cold email marketing?
Sure, sure. Why not?
Yes. Okay. And if you notice that our campaigns isn't getting enough responses, may I know what you would do first to address that issue?
So you are already doing email marketing?
Yeah, we've been doing it for more than 2 years, and our struggles is on the deliverability. Also, we are not getting enough responses, despite the leads that we're reaching out to.
Oh,
So,
so can
um,
you tell me this thing in a brief, please, so I can understand what's your business, what are you doing, and how are you doing all these things like setup and
mhm.
sequences? How is this going on right now, and what's your experience? Like, what's the result right now, so I can assess that.
Okay, okay, okay. So our retail empire is actually an agency, and what we do is we help brand owners get into physical stores. So majority of our clients are doing their business online, and majority of them are in Amazon. Okay, so
Okay.
they don't have physical store presence, and they reach out to us so that we can connect them to what do you call this, the buyers. We call them buyers of the retail stores. For example, you are a brand owner of a toy brand, and what we will do for you is connect you to maybe Walmart, because Walmart has um toy category in their assortment, right? So how do we do that for you? What we do is through emails. We send our buyers emails presenting the brand, your toy brand, okay? And then once, if a buyer gets interested in your brand, that's where the conversation starts. And then once the buyer is interested, we then join the brand owner in the conversation until the deal gets closed. So that's how we do. And how do we get in touch with buyers? That's the role of the cold emails that we are conducting. So we are getting leads from Apollo. We are getting the buyers of these retail stores, and then we conduct and then we create campaigns to reach out to these leads, these retail store leads. So yeah, that's what we do.
So
Now
from
the problem.
just one question that
Mhm.
how you define that these are your potential target? like from Apollo, what's the filter? Can you just give me an insight?
How do we know that these leads are our
Yeah,
target?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So the leads that we initially get are those leads with job title buyer, category manager,
Mm-hmm.
um, merchant,
Mm-hmm.
and other relevant job titles that could potentially direct us to the correct buyer. Because most likely the buyers that we reach out to would either not respond to us, they would ignore us, or majority of what happens with our emails are they are getting into their spam folders because we are getting responses from the buyers like they're apologizing that they didn't see our emails because it landed in their spam folder and all that. And then aside from that, we are really not getting any response. We don't know why. And we want to know if you can help us with the deliverability of our cold emails.
Yeah,
And it's not gonna be other.
I'll make sure that the deliverability, it will not less than 90, more than that always.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, and the best
So
practices and also the health score of the email of the domain, everything will be ensured. The technical setup, you don't have to be worried about those because I'll take care of this section.
may I know what are the common mistakes of businesses like us when we are doing cold emails?
Mhm.
Could you tell me what are the common mistakes businesses like us who's doing cold emails?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know that the most important part is the potential lead. You need to target or you need to hit the right audience. It's the most challenging part.
Yeah, we are. We are actually targeting the right leads because we get that from Apollo, right?
Okay.
Other mistakes that businesses like us are making.
And
Can you
you
mention some?
already mentioned that already mentioned that your emails are going to the spam. So it's definitely you will get less response, of course, because you are not hitting the inbox. It's also a challenge. And then you know that the sequence, the your offer, it should be also aligned with your potential buyer. Maybe they are not
So you mean
getting interested
you
with
mean
your,
the content?
yeah, content. Yeah,
You mean the content
yeah,
of the template that we're using?
yeah.
Is that one
Also,
factor also?
yes, it's also a factor.
How about yeah, okay. How about the domains and the emails that we are creating under a domain? Do you have any input on how we should be doing that?
You know that the domain, the main domain, we are not using the main domain. You know that because you are doing this for long. So the email for the our marketing purpose, it should be aligned with our original domain name. So it will automatically brand ourselves. That's the thing. And other thing is that
Yeah, yeah.
I already ensured you that I'll take care of this thing if I do your setup. So you can be assured from my side that the domain and email health, it will be perfectly okay. No need to worry about that. I'll check out everything like DNS, DKIM, GMARC, SPF, domain health, everything. I will monitor those regularly, and so you don't need to worry about that.
Okay. Of course, one of the tasks that you will be doing is to create the mailboxes that we are going to use in the campaigns, right?
Mm-hmm.
In setting up the mailboxes that we will be using and in using domains, what are the restrictions or what are the practices that should be observed when doing those things?
Um, Nothing
May I know
special. Nothing is
your
special. We need to
input?
set up those properly, then warm up those for at least 2 weeks,
Yeah.
everything, so that our reputation, sender reputation is always great, so that we can hit the
Okay.
inbox.
So
Yeah.
So what do you think about because we had this one applicant like you, and he mentioned about for one domain there should only be a maximum of three mailboxes created under that domain so that the
That's
deliverability
recommended. Yeah,
of the emails will
that's
not.
recommended. Like from one domain, 100 maximum 100 per day emails is recommended, and for 100 we can create three email accounts, and from each accounts we can send 30 to 35 max. It's recommended by the ESP, like instantly smartly they recommend it. And we also get this thing from our result, previous result. We also see that if we practice this thing, then the result is really really good.
So okay, so on your end also you advise just limiting the mailboxes created under one domain into only three mailboxes.
Yeah, yeah, that will be fine. We can do a bit
How
more,
about
but at first we need to set up the infrastructure, and then when we our reputation is going to be well, then we can create more, but it's a bit risky. But if we go on slowly, then we can create a bit more.
okay, do you have any metrics you do to check if the cold email campaigns we create are working?
Yeah, of course, we need to check this. This is another important thing, because
How do you check it?
yeah, we are not like, that instantly or smartly they don't recommend to track open rate. So we are not tracking a
Open
open, yeah,
rates.
open rate. We can avoid that, but like for some of our campaign, we put a line at the very end that please um, reply no if you are not interested. This is very a simple trick to know about what's their response. So clearly they say that they're not interested or no. So we know, by that thing we can understand that our offer is not good enough to attract them. And we from the start of our campaign we try different subject line, different content, to know which one is the good and which is our winning template. And it's our target, the first target, to find out the winning template, the one that gets the maximum result, and we will go for that one for the rest of the template. And that every weekly or bi-weekly and in a month we try 2 to 3 times in a different one to find the winning one.
Okay, okay, okay. So you are going to monitor that, right?
Yeah, it's our job as an inbox management expert. We need to do that.
Okay, okay. So that's about it for now, Sharif.
By the way, which time zone you follow?
It's Sunday to Thursday. Um, my time, I'm from the Philippines. It's 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Not sure how what time on
Uh,
your end,
it's
but
1 p.m.
it
1
will
1
depend.
a.m. Yeah, 1 p.m.
Yeah. Okay, okay. So that's the time.
And one thing, you the Philippine guy,
Mm-hmm.
you are really doing great in virtual assistant. As a virtual assistant, I noticed that every client of my client, they prefer virtual assistant from Philippines. It's a great thing for you. Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's nice to hear.
yeah.
All right. Thank you for your time, Sharif.
Thanks for your time as well. Bye
Okay, have a great day.
bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.